everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. That's true. Happy early Canada Day. That is also true. Churhala, thank you for the 39-month race. Thanks, Hazel. Appreciate your content work. Thank you for being here. After 39 months, that is a long time. Holy moly. Good morning, everybody. I'm Hazel. I'm good at guessing because I was setting up my stream title and I was running late and I looked at the 12 remix weapons left to farm on Hunter title and I'm like, well, I got a couple yesterday. How many did I get? Because I didn't have time to log in and check. And I guessed 9 and I was right. It is 9. I need 9 more. So I'm sat in queue for 3 LFR wings, I think. We're going to do, yeah. All right. Now 3 LFR wings. 1 from Siege, 1 from Throne, and then 1 from Terrace. Maybe 2 from Throne. Because we need roughly 5. 5 of these appearances are from LFR. So we'll sit in those queues and see if we can farm any world stuff in the meantime. Hello, everybody. Have a little coffee. Kitty Cat's been kind of driving by back and forth. She may or may not want to come up at some point. She's doing her morning rounds. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend been so far? Is Canada Day a big thing for you guys? Depends on who you're talking to. It's not monumental in my life. It mainly means that it's kind of quiet around here because a lot of people go out of town. It's like a long weekend, so people like to go camping or, you know, people go. I think the downtown area will be celebratory tomorrow. There will be people partying and etc. Running raid's not a good way to make bronze. Oh, it's a very good way to make bronze. That's how I made most of my bronze. I would do as many raids as I could stomach on the highest difficulty that I could get into every day, and that was mainly how I upgraded my gear beyond just like dailies. I've resigned to if I don't get them as a drop, I just won't get it. Now that I'm kind of like within visual distance of the end of this farm, for at least this particular character, I'm kind of determined. I think. I guess we'll see. What if it takes me like 250 scenarios to get the War Spear? I need a different color from normal and heroic, so I need to do both. And we can just spam Q Crypt of the Forgotten Kings and rinse through it. We may eventually get hit with instance lockout, but I cannot do any of that while I'm in queue for LFR, so I kind of have to choose between doing that and then world farming while in LFR queues. I guess I could make an argument for maybe just doing like 5 or 6 of them now and then getting into the LFR queues. It's just that these queues take ages because nobody does LFR. Let's do a few scenarios. Let's see if we can kick something off that list actually. Let's do not random, specific crypt. Specifically normal crypt. Start with that. How have you been enjoying the new raid and dungeons? The raid's awesome. I've seen the 7 bosses that we have tested and I like them very much. I've done a few of the dungeons, but I haven't done them recently, and I haven't done them on anything above normal, so I want to take another look at them. They looked good so far. Finally got the Drake armor from the holiday boss about an hour ago. Oh, very nice. Congratulations. Migraine Day Force decided to chill a bit. Great for Sunday. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Nice, Saga. That's awesome. Got my first mythic garage kill this morning. Very nice. You're a paragon of the mists. I kind of thought that cute. I mean, it says less than 1 minute. We'll see. Do I have a hunter pet out? I don't. They're leaving me behind. I know that it's like always a thunderstorm on the Isle of Thunder, but it's really gloomy. It's very dark and rainy out here. It looks chilly. Ran the whole thing with 0 healers. Yeah, healers end up in kind of an awkward spot in Remix because you need them to get queues for things like dungeons and LFR, but the actual... They're not really... At a certain point, if you have anybody that's like set up to play, they're not really required. They get very much outmoded by the leech and avoidance and health pools and things dying very quickly. No, I'm glad I didn't commit to Shellfish, because I thought people were gonna need me to heal raids. And I thought it was gonna be like a regular raid tier, and it was not. It had nothing to do with that. Yesterday was my first time cooking with cabbage. What did you make? Did you like it? I like, I really like cabbage pancakes, like a lazy version of okonomiyaki. They're really, really yummy, and they're really easy. Best remix healer is discussed. Astria, thank you for the 39-month resub. This is why we use Righteous Frenzy. Make them take damage. Maybe I'll do it on Shellfish. Just collect. You could probably make like a whole piece of artwork by collecting and screenshotting whispers that people send you when you're busy bleeding them to death with Righteous Frenzy. And then just print them on a tapestry. Hungarian cabbage rolls. Ooh, good. Lots of paprika. I like paprika. I was flabbergasted when I found out that it's just red, like it's just made from peppers. I knew that was the flavor profile, but I don't know. I guess I thought it came from like a magical pepper herb, and I didn't realize that it was just like dried and ground peppers. Tobias Wraithwell, thank you for the bits. What add-on to use to keep track of the transmogs you purchase off of the apparel vendors? I was using Can I Mog It, and I was using all the things, but in addition to those things, I started just buying all of it, because now if you bought it and you learn it, it'll disappear from the vendor. So if you still see it on the vendor, there's something that it can still teach you. So I've kind of let go of the add-ons. Oh, I got the long spear I needed. That's the one. That's the one. We're done with the normal scenario, and we got the prettier color. I like the purple one. So now we can farm Heroic Crypt of the Forgotten Kings. But that makes me down to 8 appearances left to farm. Yeah, I know some languages have the words be much more similar. I was also flabbergasted as a kid when I found out that the different colors of bell peppers are the same plant at just different phases of ripeness. That one really sent me. Okay. Do I want to keep? I didn't. It was my first one. Let's try it on Heroic, I suppose. That was my first run through. I didn't think that it would be that generous. I ran like a ton of them in the last couple days and didn't get anything, but I guess you only have to get lucky once. Lovely. Yeah, I'll do like 2 or 3 of these Heroic Crypts, I think, and then I will get back into like LFRQ. Because most of the stuff that I need from LFR, I think that's going to be our sticking point. I think we may eventually run into a point where I'm out of open world stuff to farm while I wait. And that's a bummer, because then there's really no, like, I could keep grinding mobs in the world, but like, why? There's really nothing else doing. Red are the best, yellow second best, green are okay. I don't cook with them super often. They're fun to grow. I love growing peppers if I have enough sunshine to do it, but they're all right. They're fine. They're like a very, very B tier vegetable for me. If you can buy the ensemble, why would any pieces be left over? I know. The whole thing is just maddening. I was so frustrated when I was like going through the process of cleaning up the vendors and figuring out what I needed, because it felt like I was having to buy things multiple times. I don't know if I actually was or if I was just getting confused because the whole thing's very messy, but I just kept at it until the vendors were empty. I'll double check them on another character, but I'm pretty sure they should be just empty now. A little bit more health than Heroic. Mildly. Oh yeah, and there's supposed to be like another, like a guardian that might drop an item. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Because maybe I can get 2 chances at loot in here. Guardian before the door. There's like a lot of doors in this place. And there's a lot of guardians as well. But I will find out very shortly because I'm about to do it. Should I res? Here, let's be nice. Well, I mean, they can. I'm in combat. Okay, I can't be nice. If you release, it spits you out like right at the entrance. It's not a crazy thing. Because here's a guardian and there's a door. Did he drop a cache? He did not. Here's more doors. There's another guardian. Oh, he's got a name. Okay. That makes more sense. Cache. All right. And Nope. Just jammies that time. That's good though. That's I do like the double chance per run. Am I horrible that I want a remix for WoD with new gears? Maybe new raid. I don't think that makes you horrible.
Run.
Okay, any luck? Oh, legs. And a helmet. Well, that's kind of nice. It feels like this should go faster than the normal one then, because you get more chances per run. It felt like I got 2 chances at the end as well instead of just 1. Looking for a WoD remix so I can finally get the Cloud Song Warglaive. I have these 10 Bones of Manaroth and I'm carrying them around. I don't think they're for anything. I can't even scrap them. I can't give them away. I wish I could give them away. I like WoD remix to get the ultra rare cloaks that drop during garrison invasions. Ooh, you know what I would want from WoD remix? Which probably wouldn't happen because of just if I'm comparing remixes. I would want the garrison invasion mounts to be on a vendor or something. And then also the Tanan Jungle rare mounts. Those guys. I'm missing 2 of those things. And those are so annoying to try to farm nowadays because they die. They die very quickly and they spawn unpredictably. So like you can camp one and wait for that one to come up, but you could be waiting a long time. Or you can see when another one pops up and you can try to make it to it in time, and then, you know, it's probably going to be dead before you get there unless you're on an absolutely crickets Dusty Bones dead shard. I am contending that this is a door. And that this is a door too, even if you don't go through it. Just because we don't click on it to open it doesn't make it not a door. I think I want to do island expeditions again though. I miss getting stabbed by that undead rogue. His name wasn't Stabby Joe, but it was something that has the same energy as Stabby Joe. You can't walk through it, it's a wall even if it's door shaped. Alright, what do you call garage doors then? I think his name was Peter. Pete! Sneaky Pete! That's what it was! It was Sneaky Pete! Peter? That's what his mother calls him. You can open garage doors, and someone opened that one! We're just arguing semantics at this point. I don't like it. I'm not having fun. If someone else opens the garage door, that doesn't turn it into a wall. It's still a door. Alright, I'm done. I'm walking away. Figuratively, metaphorically. Okay. What else we got? Could I be really lucky? I guess I'll open all the chests at the end. Because what am I gonna do? Open in the middle, get them out, get the appearance, and then be like, well, see you guys. You can do this last boss without. What if the door is made of chocolate and you nibble your way through? Is that a door or is it a snack? I was nervous because what does coring a cabbage mean? Figured it out though. I don't know what coring a cabbage means. I guess presumably taking the core out of it, but like it's not like an apple or like a, I don't know, it doesn't have an obvious core. What if the door is an illusion? What are you hiding? We got the gloves and gems and wrist. Okay. All right, not that time. I want to try again though. I'm feeling lucky. The hard bottom out. Oh. What if it's the doors? It's been so muggy here recently. It's been like overcast and mildly rainy, but still warm and just very, very humid. You feel like you're walking into Florida. breathing some swamp. But I will take it over hot sun if I have to walk the dog, because Moose does not, he kind of cooks in hot sun, and I was able to get him some good exercise yesterday. He had a good time. Although a bit of mud dried on his ear. And then I was trying to like use a damp cloth to like get it wet to soak it off of his ear. Both my partner and I were trying to. And he was very upset. He doesn't like it when you mess with his ears. Alright. Go! I don't think I've ever prepared an artichoke at home. I've eaten them at like restaurants and stuff. Or like I've had them cooked at parties. They're pretty yummy. And then like artichoke hearts on pizza is a classic. But I don't think I've ever bought like a whole artichoke. It's one of those things that I would see in the grocery store and I would be intimidated because I would be like, I don't know, if I try and fight this thing, I might win. One cash. Yummy, what a fun event to eat. Sometimes you don't want a lot of an event. Sometimes you're just hungry. Fair enough. What's your favorite finicky thing to eat? I did, I steamed some corn on the cob recently, and that's not like an event, it's just kind of like corn on the cob, but it's more of an event than something that you put into a bowl and you shovel with a spoon. Alright, now that's a chess piece. No, we're looking for a spear. We're looking for specifically the Yongle War Spear is the name of it. Can you make a video showing all your WoW characters and their history and what they have going on? Oh, that would be a big video. I've also deleted a lot of characters that have history, and a lot of the characters that I have don't have history. There would be like a little rapid fire section that would be like, I leveled this one in Remix, and this one, and this one, and this one. I also don't know if I remember all the details. A few of them have been through some like name changes. A few of them have been through like faction changes back and forth over the years. My gnome main is the closest thing I have to like a expansion crossing main. I've taken some breaks from it, but that's the one that's gotten more play than anything else. My gnome priest. I'm discovering that I like the stereotypical yuck veggies like Brussels sprouts and asparagus. They're really yummy. I think part of it, for me at least, was that my palate changed when I got older. I pretty firmly believe that children genuinely experience foods differently than adults, and something that is like too bitter for you as a child might be really nice as an adult. And then also, sometimes when you're a kid and you first encounter something like that, sometimes it's prepared by somebody that knows what they're doing, and sometimes it's not. Your first impression can really tank you. Or sometimes it's just a reputation thing. Maybe I never tried a Brussels sprout, but I just knew the kids on TV didn't like them. I saw showing all my WoW characters video made me want to level more alts. It would be a fun excuse to show off all my transplants. I changed them about 20 years ago. Started growing them to be less bitter. Did not know that. That's... I don't know. Why does that upset me? If it makes them easier to eat. I don't know. Freaks me out when... Like, I know we do it all the time in agriculture, but it freaks me out that we've just messed with vegetables to suit them to our flavors. I don't think I've ever bought and prepared Brussels sprouts. I've eaten them when other people make them as dishes. I think the most... Actually, that was about to be a really sad sentence. I was going to say the craziest vegetable that I ever bought and prepared at home was a turnip. And then I'm like, really? Well, yeah, I don't make turnips very often. I buy a couple of them for Thanksgiving. I like steam them or boil them or mash them or something. And, you know, this is your turnip day. Happy turnip day. Is it odd that I'm most excited for old mog farming in the War Within? I don't think so. I totally get it. I'm right there with you. The new things in the War Within, like the new zones and dungeons and raids and delves and whatnot, they look good. They look really nice, but they don't feel real yet because we haven't been playing them. But mog farming is something that we very much feel and understand and know what it's like. And you can really kind of visualize how awesome it's going to be once these changes go in. So I think it's very natural to be super stoked about that. Parents would grow turnips, so I used to eat them raw. Raw turnips! I don't think I fully understand turnips. I think they have secrets they haven't shared with me yet. What is that? Oh, it's a rifle. Okay. Alright. Radishes are another one. I know you like slice them up, put them on salads. They're like crunchy, but also spicy, but also cold, and I just don't get it. I don't get radishes. I'll eat them if my grandmother grew them, and then I'll appreciate them and they're nice. But never in my life have I purchased a radish. I have been told by reliable vermin-based sources that I have a turnip for a head. You want to know about messing with vegetables? Cabbage, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, collard, and kohlrabi are all derived from the same plant. Radishes are palate cleansers. Radishes and garlic dip. I've had radishes that come with the salad, but I don't exactly choose it. Huh. I like me some broccolini. That's yummy. I used to get like a vegetable delivery. I used to do Imperfect Foods when I was in the States. And they would just give me things I'd never heard of, and I would have it, and I'd be like, well, I guess I'm cooking this somehow. And they gave me some broccolini once. It was like really nice. I felt so fancy. Y'all making me hungry again. Alright. I'll see if I can can it with the food talk for a hot minute. We can save that. Save it for lunchtime. Raised to taste food I was given before declaring a dislike for it or discovering allergies. Yeah. I got a talking to once because I said I hated peas. It was explained to me that hate is a very strong word, and it is inappropriate to direct towards innocent peas. I can say that I don't like peas. I may not say that I hate them. Sometimes you're a kid and you're like, maybe this will make sense when I'm older, and then you get older and you're like, what? Okay. Rained during my walk yesterday. It's summer. Why is it raining? good excuse for takeout. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was not up and moving this morning. If I'm trying to be an impressive person, it's gonna have to start on a different day. I had a crazy dream that I was looking at the Wowhead homepage that has the War Within Early Access countdown timer, and it was like 50-something days, like it is. And then it just snapped to like 3 days. Like they just decided, you know what, we're gonna just jump ahead a couple months and release this way early. And I was like, what? Wait, but I'm busy. I need to make plans. Alright, this is the one. One Yongle War Spear. Da-da-da. That one? Nope. Alright, not that one. Alright, we'll give it a rest for a bit. We got lucky with the first one anyway. We'll get an LFR queues. Let's see. So I want a queue for Veil of Eternal Sorrows, Halls of Flesh Shaping, Pinnacle of Storms. I'm not doing that too fast. Take it back. And Terrace of Endless Spring. There we go. Way too fast. I'm pacing myself. Homepage so messy, a lot happening. I think that you can kind of opt into or out of some things, or like you can minimize or like expand or collapse. I think they try and track a lot of things in Today in WoW, and it's tough for them to keep to show you what's relevant and only what's relevant, because it kind of depends. Got 3 ults past 463, so they can do LFR for Bronze Bullion. Nice. Usually on the front page, I'm only looking for like one thing, and I can typically find it without too much grief. But I also use Wowhead like every day. It's like my main bookmark. It was my homepage for a while. Oh dear. Allergies no good. Brazil nuts just taste like algae to me. I don't know what it is. I've tried them in a lot of like mixes, because I would buy like nut mixes and trail mixes when they were on sale, and they would often contain Brazil nuts. And I wouldn't want to waste any food because nuts are expensive, and they're like, you know, there's good calories in there. They've got like nice fats and oils, and I don't want to throw them out. But every Brazil nut I've ever eaten has always, it doesn't matter how fresh they are and what batch they're from and where I got them from, they always taste like algae. I think that's just what they taste like. I don't like it. No good. Yeah, no, I don't recommend trying to find out what they taste like if you're allergic. Alright, so we're looking for a Jinyu staff to drop from this. I could also farm it on the Timeless Isle. Or even the Isle of Giants. The Isle of Giants seems bad for Mog farming. You get a ton of dinosaur bones, but it feels like you're getting, I don't know, maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just overwhelming or like signal noise, but it doesn't feel like you're getting as much loot. I feel like I get quite a few greens here for just killing things. And there's not as many people. I wonder if the Timeless Isle would have more people. If you would need to show how rep, then Timeless Isle for sure, but I don't really need to show how rep. Yeah. Whenever I was waiting for Undasta, I would try to farm mobs just to have something to do while I was waiting for him to spawn, and I would get, like, nothing. Pebbles. They're a good spot to farm in the Jade Forest. There must be. I'm not familiar, though. I don't know. My hunter has all the stuff. Jade Forest. I'm gonna need to do some Dread Waste farming eventually. I'm saving that for last. For the last world farm, anyway. Am I in queue? I am in queue. 23 minutes! Listen, I need to get, like, a bunch of other people into farming LFR mogs so these queues can go faster. I wonder if it's going to be really fast queues on a healer. That might be the case. I'll have to try it on Shellfish sometime. I'm very curious, because a huge part of what makes this take so long is just the queue times. Although Shellfish wouldn't be any good in the raid once he gets in there, but maybe that's okay. Maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe you're lucky and somebody else can blast. The event next to the tree that angers the pixies. Get you a lot of kills, but you can only do it once per day. Yeah, I'm getting plenty of greens here. The EPS queue's always been longer. True, but I think it's especially bad in Remix because healing in Remix sucks. There's not a huge, like, you can heal or Q and then not bother healing and just damage if you want, but there's like a lot of people that would normally be into and maining healer probably aren't still playing Remix if that was the only thing they were gonna do, because it's just, you don't really need to heal in this format. They don't need healers, but they need them for the Q to pop. Much easier to queue as the healer. I bet you the healer queues are faster than the tank queues. In Remix specifically. For LFR. But you just need them to start popping, because then you can get them not quite back to back, but close to back to back. As long as you're making sure to re-queue for stuff after you're done. I wonder if I'm actually going to end up getting another character meaningfully geared. I wasn't planning to, but if I'm on that character and I'm farming for appearances anyways and I'm getting bronze, there's nowhere to put that bronze but into their gear. So if I get really into the weapon farming and it takes me long enough, I may end up getting a character enough gear to be getting into, like, I don't know, something. But I don't know, it's a lot. It's like 600k bronze to get a set fully upgraded. That's not just one day of farming. I guess it's like a week of farming. Because you can get like 100k a day fairly comfy if you just do a bunch of raids. And dailies. No, not warrior. Because I don't need warrior weapons. I don't really play warrior. Gear second tune with the bronze buff, then I imagine a lot of people take carries on heroic runs all the time. I guess that is true. When I first geared up Squidgy, it was pre-bronze buff. They buffed bronze right like the day or 2 days after I finished getting her to 476. So it was nice because she was able to grind out the bronze to clear out the vendors more quickly, but it meant that I did it slower. It does probably go a lot faster now. But I can't even think about starting another character until I finish. I need 8 more weapons. 8 of them. They will drop. I know it. Yeah, after doing the dailies, just chained raids. I would typically do a world tour first if I could that gets through the tier 14 raids on heroic. There's groups that will do them back to back to back, so you don't need to find like a new group for every raid. And then depending on how much time I had, I would look for either a heroic siege or a heroic Throne of Thunder, or both if I was really overachieving. Siege I would usually prioritize because it also drops the bones at the end, and I wanted those to get the heirlooms and the Tusk of Manaroth and stuff. Oh, there's a reset. Can't fight him. Got my main to 408. Didn't think I would want to, but I'm going ahead, pushing to max my gear. It's pretty fun once you get them going. It's very satisfying to be able to wander into content that you've been watching other people like blast for you for a few weeks, and then be the person that's blasting. I knew I wanted to do that from like the first moment that I went into a raid and there was one person that was like wildly on top of the meters, and I was like, whoa. It's like a little kid at a parade watching the king walk by. When I grow up, I want that to be me. I'm surprised no one mentioned seeing you in the Chinese Lily Stormstout Welcome Back to WoW video that Blizzard made. They used a second-long clip of you in it. What video is this? This is news to me. Got the 25 minutes. That's nice. WoW starting back up in China again. I did hear that. I did hear that. Oh, I didn't know they made a video for it though. All kinds of incentives to come back. I heard that they were incentivizing the race to world first for Chinese guilds, that the publisher in China was offering like a cash prize to the first guild that can win the global race. That'll be kind of cool to see if anything comes of it. I want to keep an eye on Trove Tally just to make sure that that I notice if I loot this staff, because you kind of get to just looting really quick. The rest in case there was anything else. Yeah. I mean, it's not Blizzard putting up the cash. It is a little bit strange, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't think it's behavior that's gonna catch on. Game company doesn't want to officially sanction the sort of gameplay that World First Takes do. Apparently they do, because they're gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Dragonflight Survival Guide makes sense that they would use that one, because that was a video that was done with Blizzard. Run about 50 times Blackwing Lair with my Paladin to get the last piece. Dropped on Mage, his class is Paladin. Will it become Warband? I don't know for sure. I would hold on to it in case. There's no harm in sticking it in your bank. Can I make it in time? Definitely not, because I ran in the wrong hall. There's 3 appearances that could drop from this one. Do I have any ritual stones from doing all this farming? Not really. I kind of thought that grinding mobs would drop ritual stones, but it doesn't seem like it really does. Hoped I was done running it. They only drop from rares. Brutal. Alright. If I was hoping for one appearance in particular, it would probably be the orb. I like these. I have that appearance in different colors that are very close. but it's a good one. Whoa. That is true. I haven't done the Treasure King's Trove in a bit. Do I have, I thought I've been farming so many mobs. I was like, surely at least I'll have some Charms of Good Fortune. So I can turn in my day. I mean, I could get one. Because yeah, I think you get like a little loot box for getting your daily key turn in.
The terrace was not meant
None of the remaining ones seem to be ultra rare.
project.
What's an ultra rare one? What would quantify a mog that is from Trove Tally as being like giga rare? I'm very curious.
My strength, the waters will consume you. None can match. We are endless.
Not that time. Do some of them drop more than others?
No, the waters. I must resist.
I kind of thought it was like all the same chance from every boss.
Fear.
We can do it. We're gonna crush this list. We're gonna make them all go away. There's 2 versions that drop in LFR. Oh, Hammer of Dawn is a very rare 2-handed mace drop. Why does that make me want it? I don't even use 2-handed maces. What's wrong with me?
Protected. I will cast you out or slay you.
Get me to do anything. Just roll on a stream and be like, you'll never get this item. I don't think you're patient enough to farm this thing. Not you didn't say that, but if you did. It would 100% work on me. Oh dear. This chest is awful to try and loot. I think it's because if people run ahead and start pulling the trash and you haven't looted it yet. I already feigned death, but I can try it again in a few seconds. Oh, there we go. You want horrible, awful things to farm? I hear Soundless and Rust Feather calling. Listen, it is impossible to hear Soundless calling. Because it's soundless. We've never heard of it. Go Placidly, thank you for the 18-month resub. Hope you're doing well. I feel like I can be very patient on a farm that I can do continuously without feeling like I'm waiting around. It's just waiting that feels horrible. Or feeling like I should be realm hopping, but I don't want to realm hop.
Killads.
Because it just feels scummy to like take advantage of groups and somebody's like, oh man, finally someone wants to help me kill this rare. And you're like, nope, I was just checking for Rust Feathers. See ya. Andy, thank you for the brand new stuff. Appreciate it. Sphere of Arcing Lightning is an offhanded speaker rare. Oh.
Did I? Was I? It was so cloudy.
No luck yet. Thanks to your encouragement, ran my first heroic siege last night. Gear on 402, enough to be survivable. Much closer to my tests. Nice. You'll have them in no time. That's awesome. This guy looks like he smells like blueberry flavor. Like slushy blueberry flavor.
I have to make the water not cloudy anymore.
It's not actually blue, it's like power berry or something. They like make up a fruit that doesn't exist. 1 weapon left and then no more siege. Able to do a couple heroic runs of siege and bought a few of the Garrosh heirlooms with the bones I got. Nice.
No fear.
Yeah. I think that doing LFR might get a lot slower on a different character when I can't be there to do like 8 to 10 mil on my hunter. Alright, so make sure that I get back in queue for that one. How are my threads at? 229k. They've been going up very slowly because I haven't been bothering to do world bosses. It would be so exciting to get the Mog from Throne of Thunder or the Mog from Siege, because it's just one left from each of those raids. So once I get one of them, I can chop those raids off of my queue list. Oh, I can't zone in because an encounter's in progress. I've been disconnected. Me. Go in your main. So I finished out my 7 of 8 sets instead of spending 5k bronze. I need weapon drops though, and weapon drops from LFR must drop for the character. That would be the reason to do LFRs. Am I broken? Uh-oh. Had this issue a few times. Do you have a lovely workaround for me? What do I do? I had to watch your last video 3 times because I was too focused on your very sweet cat. Aww. Optimal class combo to farm all weapons? Are there warclaves? I don't know. Someone call the bronze dragons, usually wait it out. Oh. Should I log on to a different character while I wait it out? Should I quit the game? Pull up some GeoGuessr? What do? Yeah, because that whole thing's crashing. That's a bummer. It was a siege one too. All right. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Wow, GeoGuessr. Let's embarrass ourselves, shall we? Is it Lost Gamer IO or Where in Warcraft? Jack the Dipper, thanks for the 2-month resub. Valheim time. Hang on. I'm working on it. It is the Lost Gamer IO one. Okay. Do this for a second. Play single player. World of Warcraft. I actually have no idea. I haven't done this. No, I saw your message. All right. So how do I guess? Oh, I have to place a pin. So where's... I think I'm in Blade's Edge somewhere. Although where? I couldn't tell you. Blade's Edge is in TBC. I don't know where TBC is. It's not in Pandaria. If you click Azeroth, you can change it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm somewhere in here. I wonder if I can get any more specific. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, let's just make a guess. How close am I? Oh yeah, I guess it would make sense. It was like looking at Netherstorm. Okay. Could have been worse. 2 kilometers away. Alright, well this is Zangarmarsh. Let me see if I can figure out where in Zangarmarsh. Although, I could be wrong actually. It's not Zangarmarsh! I got tricked by the mushrooms. This is Shadowlands. This is Maldraxxus. I should know this. This is Maldraxxus where that world quest is. Is it? Where the world quest is where you were like defending the piles? Yeah, alright. So we're gonna go into the Shadowlands. We're going to Maldraxxus. And the world quest was like vaguely I mean, this looks more promising than this, but I thought it was... No, that's where that stuff was. It's over here. I'm going to stick myself like here. Make a guess. Oh, it's pretty good! Just has to be a place that I've gamed in the last year. Alright, that's as good as we're going to get. We're doing 5 rounds, though. Big Pit, Blackrock Foundry. Blackrock Foundry. These controls are horrible. Either I'm just doing something stupid. Okay. This is, so Blackrock Foundry is Warlords. So let's get out of there. Draenor. Gorgrond. And then I think if I'm like looking, I'm like on the ridge that's like looking towards the gate. I don't know. Let's call it like there-ish. Not as close as last time, but not bad. I like that you don't have to get it dead on to succeed. It's kind of nice. All right, this is Winter Spring. This is Winter Spring, and I'm like kind of by one of the famous Winter Spring trees. All right, well, that's not very helpful. There's mountains, and I want to say, here, let's take a good guess. Azeroth, Kalimdor, Winter Spring. I'm feeling kind of like, I think there's owls and stuff like this kind of up. Well, I mean, there's owls in lots of places in the zones. I feel like I'm up on kind of like here-ish. Let me see. How bad is it? Eh, not the worst thing ever. Not bad. I'll take it. All right, well, that's Oldham. This is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's not easy. I'm not like dead on or anything. But I was afraid I wouldn't be able to guess like the zone. So it's Oldham. You've got some oasis over there. I don't know where the statues are. That's not helpful to me. But you can tell that there's at least some river delta on that side. So let's start with Oldham. I think those are looking at each other. And they're doing so from what appears to be across the river. I'm gonna guess like there. Ooh, not awful. Not bad. 66 meters. All right. How'd we do? We did 20k points. All right, that was kind of fun. I'm sure if I fought against my friends, I would get toasted, and then I would be like, I don't like this game anymore. Okay, let's see if we can log back into WoW. That's kind of fun to do in between things, though. That's not bad. I think they gave me easy ones. Morning. Why are you fighting your friends? Is that not what they're for? To test your mettle. Could have done a BG. I'm pretty sure if I fire up a BG, you guys are all gonna leave. Except for you. 3 of you will stay, and the rest of it will be like, oh man, she's playing the thing again. We're on this character. I bet you that whole LFR wing's over now. Now me would get the inside of some random tomb in Stormheim and have no clue which one. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of places that they could drop me that I wouldn't be able to tell which zone it is. Those were all really easy ones, I think. Okay, so I'm currently in queue for nothing. Can I get back in queue? We were doing Veil. We were doing the Halls of Flesh Shaping and Pinnacle of Storms, and then also Toes was the last one that I was queued for. I'm trying to queue. I am not doing it too fast! Disagree! Okay. And then Terrace. 1 1,000. 2 1,000. 3 1,000. 4 1,000. Here, I'll drop a link to the game in chat. I have it up here still somewhere. It's the Lost Gamer IO one if you Google WoW GeoGuessr. Whoa! I still have the monitor cap on. Single player World of Warcraft. Where in Warcraft? Yeah, there's another one as well. I've had zero interest in PvP, but rated BG Blitz in the War Within might keep me long enough to finally unlock the PvP Legion Guardian Werebear appearances from Underday. Incredible that someone got you to play anything that isn't strictly WoW on stream. The context you might be missing is that my game broke. I got frozen out of, like, I got an LFR queue to pop and it froze my game. And I needed to give it a minute so that I could log in without it crashing, because the first time I tried to relog it would not function. Gotta be doing something. But now that I've tried it, I would play that again. Don't even have Black Werebear. Don't want to play rated BGs, and winning 10 sounds awful. We're gonna be in like another 30-minute queue. Maybe something else will happen before then, but we had just gotten into the groove of them where they were starting to pop, not back to back, but like closely. But we can't give up. 8 months to go. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8 months to go. I feel like any one of them would be really exciting to knock off the list. Could make your own group? For LFR? I guess so. That's a big group to fill though. You still have to win. Bunch of people in here as well? Nah. No way. There's like 7 of us. It does fascinate me how comfy it is for me to turn on stream and sit here wearing anything and just yap every morning for a couple of hours. And sometimes it's regulars and sometimes it's new people. But just because of the format and how used to it I am, I never, if I see somebody new, I'm never like, ah, what if they don't like me? You know, it's just kind of like, hey, how you doing? But like in person, I am like kind of a wreck. You know, I have a lot of social anxiety, and it's like very difficult and scary for me to do anything that involves other people. But this is fine, you know, like a lot of people would be the other way around. It's very strange. Hazel yapping game. See myself out. Got the Timeless Isle rep. Need 100k coins, but great news. Old Pandaria main had 70k. Go buy them now. Nice. It's always this with social anxiety. Didn't notice what you wear before you mention it. I mean, I think I look cute today, but some days I really wake up and I put on something that is very close to pajamas, and then I'm like, well, this is what it's gonna be. And I just turn it on. I used to worry about it more. I used to spend a lot more time getting ready before stream, which is an understandable thing to do. It's like, it's like, I don't know, wear great value TV job. It makes sense to want to present yourself nicely, but I've been doing it long enough, and you know, you come here 5 days a week, eventually you just don't worry about it. I've got some confidence now that you guys are mainly here just to relax and to hang out, and because of, you know, my personality and the words, and that the appearance is fine, but not like a draw. I'm not a model. I will never be a model. That's totally fine. It's not part of my job description, so I don't need to worry about trying to be like Omega hot. I'm strictly here to heckle you. I'm here to be super critical of everything. Oh man. Wrinkly giraffe shirt. Came for the cat snuggles. We just love Kira. Early access is 4 days. It launches 4 days before the expansion. 22nd versus the 26th. They marketed 3 days, but they've scheduled 4. What are you working on here? I am farming weapon appearances in Remix that are drop only. They're not on the vendor. They're from a variety of sources. I'm using an add-on called Trove Tally to track what I'm still missing on this character and what it comes from. So I'm farming mobs in the Isle of Thunder to try to get this Jinyu staff mog to drop. And I'm simultaneously sitting in LFR queue because 5 of these appearances are from various LFRs. Hoping for the best. We've been doing this for a few days. It's pretty fun. I didn't think I was going to get into it, but it turns out I'm having a good time. Remix. Remix Mail Helper is the add-on I use to help pull threads out of my mailbox without picking up bonus experience. There's also other add-ons that can do it. The trick though is that you turn off auto loot so that you don't loot them yourself. Because if you loot them yourself, then there's nothing doing. Hi, Case. Thank you very much for the watch streak. 3 in a row. Here to give out good advices. I had a discussion with someone. Is it early access or is it actually late access for the non-epic edition voters? Are we, it's a glass half full, half empty kind of thing. You can say early because not everything is available in the early access. Although I think enough is available. But yeah, if you wanted to take like a really grim view, you could view it as a you know, like a 3 or 4 day late start for the people that didn't want to give Blizzard hundreds of dollars. Where is my staff? One staff is. Where is it? Had to buy Epic Edition in installments. Oh, goodness. I dumped a couple mil gold on it. I spent 2 to 3 million gold somewhere in there, and I bought tokens, and then I bought the Epic Edition with those. Normally we all get it on Wednesday, but now only the Epic people get it on Wednesday. Yeah, it's kind of rude that the official launch is on like a Monday or something like that. Monday, it's, you know, not over the weekend, that's for sure. I'm convinced the Isle of Thunder weapons don't drop. Did every single daily yesterday. Massacred mobs didn't get a single one. Ugh. I should do dailies, eh? Did they start from here? I know there's like the to aid the offensive. I don't even know if I have dailies. I've just been grinding. Field Next tier 3 is there for you. I am actually looking for... there's a mount from all that I never did. I am looking forward to doing it eventually. Head of the Chamberlain. Oh, I'm supposed to turn that in, aren't I? Somebody was looking for that earlier. I should loot it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna give me a cache. Gate of Celestials. Ugh. Oh, hang on. That's a different quest. That's a different quest. I thought they wanted me to turn it in at Back in Vale, and I was unhappy. Yeah. Well, I need to find his hair and shoulders and staff and torso and stuff. How did I do this in 10 minutes? I don't know. Never heard of it. Does it give me a pet? I can be bribed with cute kittens and puppies and cute kittens and puppies only. Favorite metalcore is... Favorite metalcore onomatopoeia. Metalcore? You've lost me. My thinker's not in full power. Oh, part of Stormbreaker. I probably don't have that. No far wing to pop. Let's hope this one doesn't break. I got a longbow. I've been getting ranged weapons out here, and I'm for sure survival loot spec. It's just lucky. I was having that happen in the Kunlai Summit as well. The music genre where the vocals are growling. Seagull Shire, thank you for the 25-month resub. Thanks for all you do. I just don't think Blech is like a growl. It's like a yucky. It's like what Big Bird says if you try to feed him broccoli. Mob drops don't take loot spec into account, boxes do. That would check out. Well, we're in, which is good. We're hoping for Shandun Breaker of Courage. That's what I want from Throne of Thunder. It is a polearm. Looks like that. Pretty sick. Has a marble. We like marbles. They're cute. It's how you say it in your attitude. Did you know there actually is a Sesame Street in New York? Did it predate the show? Or did they make it because of the show? Like how there's like a Central Perk coffee shop somewhere that's like just for fans of the TV show Friends. You have 50 days to get these weapons. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I'm not gonna be heartbroken if I don't get all of the weapons. I want all the ones on Hunter, but that's just because I think I can do it. I believe. Yeah, still doing damage. 2, 5, 18, yeah. Oh. Does this mean Kermit lives in New York? Hi everybody. Kermit the Frog here.
Your flesh, yes, so perfect.
Pretty sure Kermit lives here. I know somebody that's a big Sesame Street and Muppets. No, you know what? Sesame Street and Muppets confuse me greatly because I think there is some crossover and I can never tell which is which. Jim Henson did Muppets.
Power. It cannot be wielded this way. You tempt forces you do not
It's Muppets.
understand.
The person I know is into Muppets.
You
No wonder Oscar lives in a bin with these reds. They're the same puppets, different content.
unleash.
Are all of the Muppets on Sesame Street? I love Ernie and Bert. I learned all the words to that for no reason. But if you go back and you listen to it, there's like an interlude where Ernie's like, oh, ho, ho, I'm gonna rub your little lucky tummy. And it's like, whoa. It's not like inappropriate, but just the way he says it took me aback a little bit the first time I re-listened to it. Henson did both of them. Okay. We did have Schoolhouse Rock. I went back and watched a few of them and felt deeply nostalgic. Tiracosa, thank you for the 44-month resub.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
And he's dead. And that's the win. No luck, huh? Nope. No Sean doing that time. Cookie Monster did an AMA on Reddit once. He isn't familiar with Muppets. Sesame Street has monsters. They're legally different IPs. Interesting. I liked Cookie Monster a lot when I was a little kid. Although I heard that he came to start preaching moderation at some point. Like he also eats vegetables now. Cookie Monster AMA is the best thing ever on Reddit. I could believe it. No, just Cookie. Any show about self-control. Imagine Cookie Monster teaching the marshmallow experiment. Another one about cooking normal food. Yeah. Easy Scrap is the scrap add-on. It's delightful. Recommend. Makes clearing out your bags a lot easier, especially once you're just trashing all of it and you're not trying to pick through it and look for things you want to wear anymore. I never saw Fraggle Rock. It looked a bit spooky. I love Statler and Waldorf. I definitely watched Sesame Street as a kid. But my main exposure to the Muppets was from the Muppets Inside PC game. It was phenomenal. You rode around, like the whole joke, it was very meta, was that the Muppets had been trapped inside of your home computer, and they were riding around on the data bus, going to various places on your motherboard, and you had to go drive around the data bus and find them in various mini games and then pick them up to get them out of there, I guess. I don't know, but it was great.
No, the waters. I must resist. I shall.
Heroic raids are massively more bronze. I'm just doing LFR for appearances. If you failed, you got a virus bricked your machine. There was a fatal error in the Swedish Chef minigame, which was also very fun. It was like Doom, but with melee weapons, so you would get like beaters that would like beat the eggs that were menacing you. You know, there would be like vegetables. You would like, there would be a carrot and it would be like, whoa, and then you would like take your beaters and you would go, and then it would turn into carrot cake, and then you could eat it for HP. Okay, it was nothing like Doom, but it had the same kind of energy. Yeah. Did a mythic once? Once is enough, yeah. I don't think you really need to do mythic more than once. I only went in there a second time to get one Mog I was missing from having done it the first time. But yeah, somewhere in that Swedish Chef game there was an error that would crash the whole game. And of course it wouldn't save any of your progress. You had to be real careful. I have not tried to have that run on a modern system. Once every like 5 years I get nostalgic and I look up a playthrough on YouTube. I loved Beaker. There was a thing where you had to reassemble Beaker's memories of all of the different horrific experiments that had happened to him. And the Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. I'm Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. He would be, alright Beaker, this is going to be very simple, very painless. And Beaker's like, me, 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 me! Me, 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 me. Okay, I'm still a little kid, still pretty entertained. It was good. There is a Swedish Chef translator, it's really funny. Oh dear.
Did I?
We need another titty.
It was so cloudy.
Man, I'm not getting lucky with these weapons. How many subs for a Beaker stream? Oh, you gotta have a good Beaker cosplay for that.
I have to
Dinosaurs,
go now.
also a Jim Henson production. I remember in the Muppets Inside CD-ROM there was like a theme song that they would sing at some point, and it was
I have
to the
make the
tune
water
of
not
like a
cloudy anymore.
popular, I
Will
don't know,
you help?
march. Do 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 do. And the lyrics were like, Jim Henson's Muppets and all their names are trademarks, of course, and highly enforced. Owned by Jim Henson Productions, you see. So please don't infringe on them, please. It was like a trademark copyright lyric themed song, which was great because you could sing it to your parents and just crack them up because it's funny when little kids singing about copyright infringement. There we go. I don't know why it was in the game in the first place, but it was great. No luck, huh? I have a lot of fond Muppet memories. At a science show on TV, Timmy was the sidekick doing the experiments. They always go wrong. Timmy dies. We need another Timmy. I'm sorry, Timmy dies? My goodness. Justice for Timmy. Oh, we got one of them. I got it from a box. It was the box for doing it for the second time in a given day. That's funny. That's good. We're down. We got the water speaker's staff. It doesn't say I've got it, but I'm pretty sure that's the same one. I'm pretty sure. Let me reload. If he didn't die, they wouldn't need another one, would they? Yeah. No! Yeah, is it a- it's a, probably a recolor. I probably got an item ID. This is the one that's in my bags. Water speaker's staff. Hang on, I need to compare them very carefully. That's the one in the bags. It's got like a red handle.
Again. Except this time, I am
Oh, it is a
afraid
different one. Okay, never mind.
circumstances are
I'm still down
much
3.
more dire.
I need this one with the blue in it.
The land is scarred.
But
Once
now we're trying
the
for Drakebinder's
Titans
Spire.
used
That's what
these
we need.
life-giving waters to create and shape all life in Pandaria. It is these waters that kept the Vale in bloom. Their runoff into the Valley of the Four Winds created the most fertile farmland in the world. And now, the malignance of the old god has manifested itself within the waters. Such a foul, foul thing. Destroy
Poor Blizzard
before it
artist during
seeps
his life's
deep
work
into
being
the
called
soil
Knight of ID.
and corrupts all of Pandaria.
Family watched Home Improvement ritually. I tried rewatching Home Improvement not that long ago. I watched one episode and couldn't even. Just not for me anymore. Cats keep finding ways to get out of the backyard, constantly trying to cat-proof it. I feel like animatronics gave dinosaurs a chance, probably on Disney, which I assume you don't have anymore. I don't have it anymore, you're correct. We're down to just Netflix right now. Just trying to save a little money on streaming platforms. Okay. One weapon, please. I should be more specific. I didn't get a weapon. We want a Drakebinder's Spire. And then we can stop doing LFR Siege of Orgrimmar on this character. Favorite thing to watch when I lived in living color? Reruns on TV. You know what I really liked as a kid? Art Attack. Art Attack was awesome. There was this geeky looking dude and they would give him like, I don't know, 49 t-shirts, a can of spray paint and some glitter. And they would stick him in a field. And they would be like, what are you gonna do? And he was like, art. Or something. And then he would like make large art that you could view from overhead. I think he did more things than just that. That's just what's sticking out to me.
We have not fulfilled our
Geeky looking. There was a clay head, that's right. The human dude was, I mean this in the most flattering way possible, geeky looking. It's a compliment of the highest order trust.
Can it be? Oh no.
Large objects in the
No,
show?
no,
The
no.
salt art at the end. Be better if his name was also
Lotus.
art. It could have been.
They
I don't
pledged
remember
their
his name.
lives to
But
defend
he made me want to do crafts a lot when I was a little kid. And getting dupe weapons hurts in LFR because you can't even give them away. You need to get the specific colors that you're after. You still have Saturday nights and the late night Nickelodeon block.
Astounding. Another chamber that looks to originate.
There were always some things that you
from
could only
these
watch at like your grandma's
titans.
house.
It must have been hidden away long before recorded history.
We would watch
And with good reason.
the one with
In
the
chamber ahead.
It might have been
under our
Nickelodeon, where they were like
peaceful
dumping
light,
slime on people.
slept the heart
It was like a game show
of God.
with children competing, and they would get
Oh my.
slime dumped on them
What
if
is
they
this?
lost.
Hello.
We were talking about
I
this a couple
am
streams
Lord
ago.
Walker Cho.
No
Uh-oh.
further
Yeah, I think it was uh-oh.
corruption will enter the heart chamber.
You can't do that on television.
Corruption.
Not anymore, you can't.
Oh, we are here to stop the
Most of
corruption
Nickelodeon in the 90s.
and save Pandaria.
You wish to purge the corruption?
Yes, please let us pass.
Sports competition called
Should
Guts.
you pass this door,
Just snooped your simple armor
at this
profile, and the amount of
time,
pets you have is
you
beyond
would
impressive.
fail. You, all of you, are corrupted with the insidious plague.
It was all for something.
at Pride.
Somebody noticed.
You stand tall and proud.
Thank you so
atop
much.
Your accomplishments, and this
I don't think they're all
will be
perfectly
your
leveled anymore. They used to be. I used to have every
Should
single
you
one of them
wish to
upgraded and leveled,
defeat
but
the
I've gotten a little
corruption,
slack in the
you
last
will
couple of
first
patches.
need to purify the corruption within yourselves. Speak to me again.
Power
when
Rangers
you are
was cool.
prepared to
What did the
face
Power Rangers
very
do?
well. I will create a field to keep your corruption.
Were they fighting
quarantined.
monsters? Were they fighting crime? Were they fighting each other?
Prove yourselves worthy, and I will let you pass.
Evil? Monsters.
The
5,
light cleanses,
4,
but it is
3,
not gentle.
I just like the pink Power
Purge
Ranger because of the
yourselves and be purified.
King Woozy, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. Mostly aliens. I remember like the song and like the theme of it, but I don't remember any of the actual content of the show. It's like Sailor Moon. I watched a lot of Sailor Moon and I remember nothing except for the intro sequence.
Judged and proven yourselves worthy, but be warned. What
They were all
lies
fighting over the
beyond
Pink Ranger.
will try your souls to their
Song named some of our
utmost.
koi pond fish
When
after
you
the
are
Power
fully
Rangers. Aw.
prepared, you
She's an
may
ancient space
enter
alien who wants to conquer the Earth.
chamber.
Is she qualified? Do we think she would do a good job? Sending monsters. Oh, okay. Come on, Drake Binder's Spire. Free us. Free us from Siege of Orgrimmar.
It comes. Steal your hearts.
Lord Z was scary. What was the scariest movie or TV villain when you were a little kid? Which one freaked you out the most? Mine might have been the Wicked Witch from Snow White. The hag with the apple. She was spooky.
Speak, friend. I will take you to the heel.
Ghostbusters, the dog.
You've let your
Boogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I will find her. Try to hold
But
up
he's
the
so
shore
jazzy.
as long as you can.
I'm the boogeyman. Wizard of Oz.
So Hellscream's
clown from the
arrogance
original
unleashed
It
the
movie.
last of the Shaw. I am
The whale
impressed.
from Pinocchio. It was the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, not the Wicked Witch. It was the monkeys.
He left his weapon behind.
Gorehound.
This means he's completely unhinged.
News to no one. Regent Lord.
Almost everything in Return to Oz. Labyrinth, yeah. It's a good one. Sleestack from Land of the Lost. I haven't heard of that one. Everything I know Wizard of Oz made me feel icky. The spooky... Wasn't there like a spooky forest? Trees. Because the Cowardly Lion was feeling quite cowardly. That's right. Raid Finder. And we're gonna get back into the Veil queue. Yeah, it's actually better to double them because on the first kill you get like these schools and bronze that I don't need, but on the second one you get a cache that could give me the thing that I'm looking for. Much better. Do you know the Yip Yip aliens from Sesame Street? It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think I could describe it to you. Miss Piggy! Miss Piggy had presence. This piggy had iconic energy. Imagine being the actual Wicked Witch in Halloween being your teacher. She was a kindergarten teacher. Oh man. I thought that threatening Toto, you know, was a little below the belt. Not the little dog too. Why did she have an army of flying evil monkeys? Sounds like you're gonna have to watch Wicked. I don't remember, but I know that they touch on it a little bit in Wicked. I should read the book again. I thought I had a... Oh, maybe I didn't keep my hardcover. I should have done. One Shandoon, please. Although I don't really mind these wings that much. The Throne of Thunder one goes really, really nicely and smoothly. Entire neighborhoods were decked out in spooky decorations. Some of people's yard decorations were too scary for me when I was a little kid. The ones with like speakers that would make noises when you weren't expecting them to. Those would get me.
The power of the void.
Dormammu have come to bargain. That is my front yard during Halloween. I've never given candy to trick-or-treaters. It's just never come up. I've lived in a lot of buildings that didn't really do it. I still live in a building that doesn't really do it. Kids go elsewhere for their trick-or-treating. I would do like a dog version of trick-or-treating. I would have like a bucket of dog treats, and then if a dog came to me in a costume, I would give them a treat, and that would be just the best day ever, because it would just be a bunch of dogs in costumes that I can give treats to. Will Moose go on a trick-or-treat? Every day is trick-or-treat to Moose. He has a sixth sense for figuring out who might have a cookie to give him.
Your flesh, yes, so
Hazel didn't like the dragon, Falcor. I didn't see it until I was an adult. I watched Neverending Story in my mid-20s, and it was fine, but I didn't have the nostalgia from having seen it first as a child. I just know that they look a lot like the Willerlings from Ardenweald. Black out the entire house during Halloween like London during the Blitz, and kids still ring the bell.
Stop them! The animus must not be disturbed! The power, it cannot be wielded this way! You tempt forces you do not understand!
But you didn't like it, judging in your reaction to the wolf noodle mounts. I mean, those are just confusing.
You have doomed
Try to find a
yourselves.
scary game or a demon-related game for Halloween. Last year was Volgun.
Unleashed.
Last year in Halloween, I took Lucy for a hike, and we put some wings on him. We put some little black felt bat wings on his back. Give him a little bat costume. Because it was, he could just kind of like wear them like a harness. I don't think he can wear them this year. Unless I like wrap them in a way that they like attach to an existing harness, I don't think the straps would reach around his chest anymore. Because he was still a medium puppy. He wasn't full grown yet. Okay, he's got the big ears. But I don't usually do much for Halloween. Not a huge holidays person. I don't know if that makes me boring or if it's just that I don't have a huge social group to celebrate holidays with, you know? Like if I was going to like a Halloween party and it was a costume party, then I might bother to have a costume for Halloween. And I guess I can justify wearing it to stream, but like, I don't know, I can just wear my Murloc onesie every year. It's kind of a tradition at this point.
5, 4,
Disney for
3,
Halloween this year? Very excited.
2,
Ooh, that's fun.
1.
Beware.
I hear that's always a good time. This year I'm going as a streamer. But which streamer is the question? Or just generic streamer? Because I feel like that could look like all kinds of stuff. If you're going as me, you need to have a comfortable t-shirt, some vaguely old sweatpants, and a transmog. I'm done with Throne of Thunder. I'm done. We got it. That was it. That was the plinky plunky blink of victory. Oh, and a cat. You need a cat. Do you really want us to dress up as you? Oh, man. It would be, listen, you would have the comfiest Halloween of your life. Hi, kitty cat. You get yourself a cat plushie that is like a gray tabby cat plushie. You get yourself, you know, some nice comfy clothes. You don't have to do the hair. You can do literally any hair and then be like, listen, this is Hazel in the future, because she'll go through all of them, I promise. Fish shirt. That's true. Yeah. You gotta do a fish shirt. Excellent. Okay, no more Throne of Thunder Lafar. So we still need to do Siege of Lafar, but I have another... I'm gonna queue for... Chronicle of Storms. Oh no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I should have left queue. That was the other Throne of Thunder. I don't need it. I'm sorry. I can't leave all queues. I think it's gonna be faster for me to do this than it would be for me to leave it. Yeah, there's skeletons around. May end up doing the hair. It's warm in the mountains these days. Yeah, I mean, it's real cozy. It's nice for summer. It's real nice. Plus, you know, you go swimming, you just shake it off, maybe slap a towel on it, and then you're dry. You know, you're working out, you get really sweaty, you take a quick shower. Not a big deal to fix it afterwards. It's nice. Alright. Well, we can crush this wing really fast. I don't need anything from here, though. I am here for nothing. I should have said no. I just didn't recognize the name of the wing. I was too quick to accept. Remember to SPF your neck. Yep. That is one thing that you guys don't see very much because I'm always indoors when I'm streaming, but an important part of any Hazel cosplay is a hat if you're going outside. You gotta have like at least a ball cap, if not like a wide brim outdoors hat. You gotta keep that sun off your face. Use a little sunscreen on your neck and ears and shoulders if they're open. Big sun hat. I mean, I'm not wearing a sombrero. Floppy and everything.
He fought with honor. His first and last mistake.
But yeah, I always wear a brimmed hat. Partly because keeping the sun off my face and partly because I don't have sunglasses right now, so I really need to keep it out of my eyes. DVK Joe with 10 gift subs. Holy smokes, thank you so much. Congrats to those who got them. Hope you've been doing well. Hat's so big that others can walk in the shadow of it. What if I have a parasol era? The urban sombrero.
Tamarin, freeze them to oblivion.
No, I don't go swimming at all. I just talk about swimming.
More training.
But no, if I'm going in the lake, I'm not wearing a swim cap. Did I get it again? No way. I literally got a second copy of it just now. Get out of here. Oh man, that's how it goes. Hi, hello, happy Sunday. Sorry I'm late, adulting overrated. Glad to have you here. I hope everything went well this morning. Someday I want to get a nice Australian style hat. Hard to find what I want online. Haberdasheries are kind of out of vogue since the turn of the last century. How do you feel about milliners?
More kindling for the
Maybe
flame.
you need to take a trip to
Kindling
Australia and go
to
shopping.
burn them to ash.
If I must.
What if you get a fish stuck in your hair? Could be just like Jayla. Any more weapons? I got the one from Throne of Thunder, and then I took the second queue for Throne of Thunder before I could smarten up and leave. And then I got it again! I have 2 copies of it, so I'm done with that. I still need 3 from Tier 14, 1 from Siege of Orgrimmar, 1 from a scenario, and then 2 world drops. We're crunching away at it though. I'm just finishing this LFR win because I think it'll be faster than
An example of you, such that all who look upon my might will tremble and submit.
Hi, kitty cat. How you doing? We've got some RP in this boss. We can have kitty first. You got anything to say?
Slayer of kings and gods. You have made a mistake. You would challenge me in my own sanctum. Witness your falling.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kamalami Panda, thanks for the 43-month resub. Very good points. She is quite wise. Hi. Hi, honey.
4, 3,
She's
2,
so mad at me.
1.
She's going to the vet for her annual exam next month, and she's gonna be so mad.
4, 3, 2.
She does not care for the vet, or the car, or the carrier. But it's pretty close by, so it's not that big of a deal. She usually forgives me within like a weekend. Pop filter doubles as a gift card. Beskar soup in 10 minutes, got a flavor pocket, only sell for 3K now. Yeah, I guess that checks out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You're so warm. She does this thing where she sticks her face in the crook of my elbow.
3, 2,
and then she'll just
1.
leave it there and purr, and it's very sweet and it's very warm. And you're very soft. I'm very spoiled. I have a lovely kitty. I'm just perfect. Alright. We're not queuing up for any more Throne of Thunder. We don't need it. We're done with Throne of Thunder LFR on this character. Ooh, look at all these things we can kill. We're in queue for Siege of Orgrimmar. So I'm in queue for Vale. If I was gonna pick another one to do, it would be maybe one of the last two. I'd love to get Siege over with. I'm gonna queue for a second. I'm gonna queue for 2 of those. I'm in queue for Terrorists. Let's do the last wing as well. Garrosh isn't so bad. Spoils though. Spoils is okay. It's just Galakras is the main one that I want to avoid. Spoils is fine. I can solo Spoils if I need to. Also, I'm stuck. Help. I'm in jail. How did I get in here? There we go. One more TOT wouldn't hurt. Alright, toast time. 3 weapons we're looking for out of here. Yeah, still on remix. I'm farming weapon mods. I didn't think I was gonna, but I can't put it down. I can't stop. It's too fun. I've come too far. We truck too hard. I like that polearm I just got out of the last one. We're down to 7 weapons left, I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Look at me, I can count.
Was not meant for a storm approaches. The tide cannot be stopped. The waters will consume you, drown in fear. The Shah must be stopped.
I'm just listening for that sound now. I'm trying to manifest the blink.
No, the waters. I must resist. I shall not fear.
Trove Tally is the add-on that I'm using to track weapons. Should be a link to it towards the bottom of my add-on spreadsheet. 400k bronze away from buying everything. Done with remix after that. Nice. 400k is like a weekend these days if you go really hard. A long weekend, I guess. 4 days.
Must be protected. I will cast you out. I thank you, strangers. I have been freed.
Come on, weapons. Plus, who knows, the Trove Tally guys something for making their game so much more interesting. Let's not even get into all the things. Sitting 1.8 million bronze. Are you just finished with the vendors? Or are you just saving it up? I've got 100k that's just dead on this character. Oh! Yes! I got the Water Speaker's staff in the color that we needed with the dark blue orb. Excellent. Alright. 2 more weapons to go out of tier 14 raids.
What are you doing here?
Full done with vendors last week. Team Get! 6 appearances to go. We're doing good this stream. We're doing really good. That was really fast, like she. Somebody else must be also trucking. Somebody else is trucking way more than me. Can you just settle down? But I feel like I should take a break at some point. It's almost 11.
I have to go now.
How do you skip the phase? I think you just blast it. I think if you fight her fast enough, it's over.
Will you help?
Super unlucky getting mocked from scenarios. I'm sorry. I've got 1 more piece left. The move, as I've discovered, is just to spam Q for Crypt of Forgotten Kings, because that's the fastest one that I've found.
You will know fear.
No, not there. Not there. Okay. So we're gonna leave Instance Group. We're gonna get in queue for another one of these. Just doing that same one I bet you the Mogashan Vault queues wouldn't take too long either, but Terra seems good for now. And then, Kitty, do you want to take the chair for a minute? I'll be right back. Looking good. Looks like we didn't miss a cue. Try to very carefully move the chair. Don't disturb the cat. Thanks, kitty. Yeah, Blood in the Snow for variety is a good idea too. I wonder if you get like... I might try that one. See if I like it better. Level Fast and Remix if I've never played it before. Do random heroics and do like random heroic dungeons and do the normal, try to sneak into a clear of each normal raid at the earliest level. Don't worry about trying to like save up experience or anything. You can loot everything as you go on your first character. But doing the raids is the best thing because you're going to get huge experience bonuses to your cloak for killing normal raid bosses, so you want to do as many of those as you can. Vault as a tier 14 raid. Vault. Mogashan Vaults is a tier 14 raid. Mogashan, Heart of Fear, and Terrace of Endless Spring are all in the same loot pool. Hi, cutie. You're grunty. Yeah, first wing of Mogashans. Good. Volker just broke 100k threads. Nice! Congratulations. Do you feel powerful? About to crush 500k threads, my hunter. Holy smokes! That, I mean, 100k is pretty good. 500k is nuts. I'm at 230 and I feel pretty broken. I feel pretty strong. I don't know how many Flabby had. 350k. But I think Flabby's done with Remix. He's been wanting to play Elden Ring. Close to the point where I can run naked with just cloak on and still have max stats. Yeah, that list is looking shorter. There's just 3 more items from LFR now. That's nice. I don't think there's anything else I can do out here to try and get the Jinyu staff dailies or something. I can go turn in aiding the Kirin Tor offensive. That'll give me a thing. How do you make the list on Trove Tally only display what you got? So if you right-click the window and then you go to Settings, there is a Hide Collected option that you can enable, and that will make it hide something once you've got it. You can also turn on tradable loot notifications if that'll tell you if somebody else in a raid group that you're in gets a piece that they can trade that you need. Trope Deli settings and then hide collected. July trading post items are far too expensive. Is it deliberate to put currency in the in-game shop? Maybe. I don't know. They're squeezing us for sure. I'm gonna have to make some choices, and I'm gonna have to just try not to worry about the other things that I can't afford. Normally, like that back piece and the diving transmog set, I like them a lot. But when you're competing with a mount and a pet, I feel like I'm gonna have to buy one of the mount and pet and then freeze the other one, and that's gonna have to be it. Yeah. My experience, as soon as you tell someone you need something, they immediately realize they need it too. I mean, that has happened to me. Somebody's whispered me for an item before when it was a transmog that I had just learned, and I didn't trade it to them because I had just gotten it. I find that when I ask people for loot, which I was hesitant to do, but I have started doing it, most people just don't say anything, which is fine, and then I just let it go and I don't worry about it. Once or twice somebody's been like, no, sorry, I need it, but and then a couple of times somebody's like, I don't need it, and they'll actually give it to you. Like, it's not 100% success rate or anything, but it is worth a try, especially if you're polite about it. There's no harm in it. I got a couple pieces as trades. Want something truly terrible to farm? The Dustbringer exists. Tell me, what is the Dustbringer?
Greetings. Remember those we lost.
Okay. What kind of daily is this?
Baladash Malanur. Fight well.
Oh, these dailies.
Can I assist you?
That's something to do. I was kind of bored farming mobs. This seems fine.
Here?
Plus, they'll give me lesser charms. I always feel bad when somebody asks me for something and I miss the message before I leave group. You cannot get into LFR solo and remix. You must have a group to enter. It's not like retail where you can just kind of stick yourself in there. Wish they would include Black Prince rep. Yeah, and if somebody has an add-on that filters whispers, that's totally fine. That is not a problem. Understandable. Nobody owes me their loot or anything, you know. Wild Terrorwing Hatchins. I've never done these dailies, I don't think. So I might be a bit of a mess trying to figure out what's going on in them. This part seems fine. Fishing for dust. You fish for it. Mega rare dagger farmed in Northrend. Man, I need to fish the pond nettle before I fish anything else rare, but I do love a fishing grind. Or I have in the past loved a fishing grind. PoE sells for a cool 1.2 mil. Ooh, yeah, that makes me think. I don't know. I tried farming for glazers, and they wouldn't draw it for me, and I tried for a while. I took some from Flabby, or I took one to learn from Flabby. That's why I have the Mog. Wild Terrorwing Hatchling. I know that Pond Nettle's not in Remix. Oh, I see. Sorry, I missed some context. When you start in between getting these weapons in War Within. It may... probably not, honestly. Pond Nettle is something I feel like I would start if I felt like I had time to finish it. And I could fish 3 hours a day for 2 weeks straight and not get it. It is entirely possible. I think maybe I won't worry about that one. You could cast once and get it. Technically possible. It's got the same chance as your 1050th cast. I would be more excited. I would farm Pond Nettle with more urgency if they made it fly normally and not just be an underwater mount. And not just fly in Nagitar, like anywhere. If you could fly or dragon ride on that thing, I would be right after it. All about it. Yeah, these queues are just empty of healers. World drops. World instance drops. There's six more now that I need because I got 3 on stream so far that are available only in Remix and not off the vendors.
I am listening.
Yeah. A couple hundred casts a day for 2 to 3 weeks, likely to have it. You think? I guess I'm not. I guess I don't have the drop rate. I thought it was like 1 in like thousands. You're not fishing for 11.5 hours straight for the Zereth Mortis Orlid like me. We fished for a few streams for that. 2K? I don't know. You get pretty unlucky. The jellyfish from Zereth Mortis Dragon Ride. I don't remember. If it flies, it will most likely Dragon Ride. There's a very short list of mounts that can fly but not Sky Ride in War Within. It's not many of them. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I may continue queuing as a healer, do it as balance spec, might be more useful. Yeah, that's what I would do if I had access to a healer spec. I wonder if it's not an instant queue because you would need 4 other healers to also queue up, but if it's a lot faster than doing it as a DPS, because I keep seeing these kind of queues where it's like 2 tanks, 18 DPS, no healers. Not a 1. Oh, there's stairs. That's embarrassing. I can't jump up there, it's too high. .01, .03 drop. Yeah, it's just something I want to get into and I know I have time to finish it. Might take some doing. $1,800 plus casts. It's been out for a while. I'm pretty late to the jump on that one. Mythic Siege is when your 476 does not feel much different from Heroic Siege unless the group is like really filled with people that don't have much gear. If you can get into a group that has like even half 476s, it'll feel much like Heroic Siege. You don't really need to know mechanics. Mummified remains burned. Well, I have a torch. They're presumably around.
Hello.
Who needs burning? Mummified remains. I wonder if it's just like a gamma thing, I just can't see them. There's some scouts. You're not mummified. Oh no, you are mummified remains. Wait, invalid target. I have to be able to target something. If that's not mummified remains, I don't know what is. I guess they're... I don't know. Oh no, that works. Maybe I just wasn't aiming quite right. Oh, it's ones that are standing up. Okay. They're kind of glittering like a tiny bit. I gotcha. Yeah, the one thing for heroic, or yeah, Mythic Siege is on Malkarok, there's evidently some kind of a soak mechanic that people need to stand in. Not everybody. And it only happened once when I was doing it. Purple swirl, yeah. That was the main thing. Didn't wipe us or anything. Okay. Maybe I'll get lucky and get the weapon out of all of these boxes for doing the dailies. Yeah, there are actually soaks on Malkarok. I don't know specifically what they look like, but it is true. I think. Now I'm second guessing everything.
What brings you here? Hello.
Nope. Bunch of lesser charms though. Okay, two more that could come from here. We really want the Orb of the Watercaller. Trove Tally tells you where to farm these things. There's kind of like different loot buckets. So I can tell that these two staves are from tier 14 raids on LFR. So I could do LFR for this raid, which I'm doing, Terrace of Endless Spring. I could also get those items from LFR Mogashan Vault or LFR Heart of Fear. Whereas this one is specifically from Siege of Orgrimmar LFR, but it could be any wing. Any wing of Siege of Orgrimmar LFR would do. I'm queuing the first wing, but it could be any of them. Some items will be like a zone drop, in which case you can get them dropping from mobs in the zone, or you can get them from quest boxes in the zone, or you can get them from rares in the zone, as long as it's in the zone. I looted a Water Speaker staff, but I don't think it was the right one. It was the wrong appearance. Oh. It was the right appearance, but it was the one I already had. I need this thing. Different staff. These are the two that I'm missing still. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice one. Might crackles when I move it. I need to replace the cable, I think. It's taken some abuse in its life. Either that or the port on the microphone's getting a little dusty. You would hope that the XLR port on the microphone wouldn't get damaged to the point of being unusable. That would be a bummer. Here, let me mute it and unplug and plug it back in.
I have been freed.
Yeah, okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, not that time. Alright, let's see if we can blast. Come on, Leishi. I pre-life stormed. I think I life stormed too early.
Go away!
Killads.
Aw, man.
Killads.
Did I? Was I? It was so cloudy. I have to go now.
One of you guys is in here.
I have to make
Hazel,
the
who
water
never heard
not
of her.
cloudy anymore. Will you help?
You're beating me. There you go. Oh, you got me. Right at the end. Any luck? No. Maybe next time. Leveling a druid in Remix and made the fatal mistake at looking at all of the forms that I don't have yet. Now I need them all. Thank you, Postmaster, for sending me this garbage I didn't want to loot. And then not letting me delete it out of my mailbox. Raid Finder, Terrace. Back in again. I cannot find these pieces at the Chamberlain. I don't... It's almost annoying to have the quest marker on the map. Because it makes me think that I have a quest that I know how to do out there, and meanwhile it's just finding a bunch of pieces of some dude that I don't know where he is. I would get a cash for doing it. I'm looking for this Terror Wing hatchling, but I haven't seen anything. The Chamberlain head in my bags is talking to me. He's kind of roasting me. I don't think this daily's worth doing. Alright. Time to try for the siege one. Drake Binder's Spire. Let's go. Do you think they'll do remix for other old X-Backs? Enjoying Panda Remix a lot. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how often it'll be. It's possible that if it's just in the last patch of every expansion, that it's like every other year we get a remix. Let's turn this down here.
Ah, we adventure together
You can
again.
be in some annoying places. You can get the
Except
quest at
this
any
time,
part.
I am afraid
Strat was not to pick up the quest until you know where all the parts are. Yeah.
the land
I
is
see.
scarred.
I mean, I'm not really worried about doing it in a hurry.
Once the Titans used
Oh,
these
because then you can see where they are
life-giving
because of the quest
waters
marker. I
to
gotcha.
create and shape all life in Pandaria.
Yeah, maybe I should just abandon the guy.
It is
Just leave him
these
alone. Get outta
waters
here.
That kept the Vale in bloom. Their runoff into the Valley of the Four Winds created the most fertile farmland in the world. And now, The malignance of the old god has manifested itself within the waters. Such a foul, foul thing. Destroy it before it seeps deep into the soil and corrupts all of Pandaria.
I am kind of enjoying these last couple weeks before pre-patch. Sort of like the calm before the War Within storm. It's not that crazy much time left, and it's been nice being able to just kind of like hang out and farm remix and hope for weapon drops. Do something that's like pretty straightforward and not too complicated. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit of scrambled egg brain when War Within first comes out because of trying to learn a whole fresh expansion's worth of new systems and tips and tricks, and this thing drops from this zone, and you really should pick up this quest before killing this guy because you could do this thing and this thing. I'm gonna be a bit of a noodle. Tusk should have been a little harder to obtain. Raid footage going? Good. I'm happy with it. I have everything I'm gonna use. Replacing like 20 else with remix tunes, if not more.
Son. Hey.
Protectors, come to my aid. We have not fulfilled our own.
I'm gonna forget which of my characters I meant to get Heritage Armor on after Remix is over. Because I'm not really bothering to do the make a class trial character to do it thing. So I have some characters that could get Heritage Armor, but not until they get out of Remix. And Remix is gonna end and I'm gonna be busy, because the War Within is coming out like that week. And it's gonna be like 3 years before I go, oh yeah, this Worgen could totally go get Heritage Armor. Oops. Or my Tauren, or my Goblin.
Astounding.
A few days between War Within Remix ending? Yeah, but they're like the last couple of days before... I don't know, I think that's going to be a really busy time. I don't know if I'm going to need to cancel streams again, but I might do. So usually I do a little bit of a pre-expansion crunch.
Slept the heart of an old god.
You probably delete them before you remember. Listen, you delete your characters one time and nobody ever lets you forget about it.
No further corruption will enter the
So excited for cross-realm guilds.
Further corruption? Oh no, we are here to stop the corruption and save Pandaria.
You wish to purge the corruption?
Kitty's really sweet. She's been in my lap like all day.
Yes, please let us pass.
Should you pass this door at this time, you would fail. You, all of you, are corrupted with the insidious.
You are officially known as the character deleting streamer.
You stand tall and proud atop your accomplishments.
I think if you did it all the time, it would be very hard for anybody to care when you're leveling another ult, because they're like, for what? You're just gonna delete it anyway.
First need to purify the corruption within yourself.
Which is fair. That is reasonable. Take some of the investment out of it.
Face your inner demons. Very well. I will create a failed to keep your corruption quarantined. Prove yourselves worthy, and I will let you pass.
As I get enough gems for it, I think I'm just gonna go full Versa gems.
5,
Light cleanses,
4,
but it is
3,
not gentle.
2,
Gird
1.
yourselves and be purified.
I don't have a pet. Oops. Doesn't matter.
You have been judged and proven yourselves
Nope.
worthy.
Not that time.
But be warned. What lies beyond
Deleted a bunch of characters and
will
replaced with
try
remix
your
ones. You're not
souls
alone.
to the utmost. When you
Yeah.
are fully prepared,
Sometimes it's just like, why would I pay them for a name change when I could just make the character over again? Or like a race change or something like that. Oh, somebody else got the Drakebinder Spire. I can't even ask for it. It's Elafar. I need it to drop for me. Maybe it'll be my turn. Could be this one. This could be the boss. Speaking of leveling alts, what's your favorite zone to quest in? Love Rock.
it comes. Steal your hearts and
Might be Northern
prepare
Stranglethorn.
your souls.
I like doing Elwyn to a little bit of Westfall to Duskwood to Northern Stranglethorn in Eastern Kingdoms.
So, the outsiders. They did this. You've let your Don't speak, friend. I will take you to the healers.
What about from the box? Nope. Alright, well, I got another cue to pop
I will
anyway.
find help. Try to hold off the shore for as long as you can.
Look here.
Gets you purge
left
alts
his
more
weapon
often than there are purge movies.
Gorehound.
This
Worth making a
means
character
he's
to play
completely
remix for the new
unhinged.
monks? I thought so. I did.
News to no one, Regent Lord. King Ri
You don't have to 100% remix either. You can play just like a week of it and you can get all of the achievement mogs that are really nice and super unique. As well as like the sets on the vendor, the Corcoran werewolf recolors and the Shadowpan recolors are really cool. And it's not a big deal to get all those things. There are mounts. There's like 30 mounts that are brand new on top of the world drop mounts that are on vendors. And the new mounts are not terribly expensive. You can pretty reasonably farm all of them without a huge amount of struggle.
We've just about secured the surface. It looks like the real fight's going to be down here. Don't worry, we've got your back. Forge ahead, brave heroes!
There's a couple. That's an achievement mount. The August Phoenix you get just for hitting level 20, which is really easy. But all of these are new. Still time to get some of the stuff before it ends? Oh yeah, no problem at all. You could get everything before it ends if you start now. You could probably sleep for 2 weeks and then still get everything before it ends. There's some things take longer to get than others. But the vast majority of the cool new stuff is quite straightforward, especially with all the buffs that they've made. It's a lot easier to get it all now than it was when it first came out.
Alright, Shanna, you're up!
Only got the half-hill farmer's backpack and dipped. You didn't want the little red riding goat? It's so small. It's so small compared to the other goats. Okay, it doesn't look that. I mean, I guess you can see the difference. It scales up. Look at how much bigger Squidgy looks on that one than she does on that one. I bet they might buff Bronze one more time at the very end of the event, but I don't know that for a fact. It's just a guess. Red Riding Goat completely clips under my troll's robe. Can't tell I'm mounted. That was the first character that I rode on it. Was a male troll wearing a robe, and it was so funny. started my first character in Remix. Do I follow the main quest to progress fast? It's not a bad thing to do. If you want to go faster, while you're questing, if you sit in queue for random heroic dungeons, those will often go quite quickly. A lot of people farm those to level alts, and there may be people carrying them that make them go very fast. And then at the earliest level that you can do the normal raids, see if you can get into a group to run those. They're very easy, and they give you huge experience bonuses to your cloak. So you can do Mogoshan Vaults at 25, Heart of Fear at 35, Terrace of Endless Spring at 40. Skipping the normal raids will make the whole leveling process take dramatically longer, because every normal raid boss that you kill, each boss gives you 12% extra bonus XP to your cloak. Each individual boss.
We have endured the usurpers, their children.
Normals are a little harder to find than they were super early, but you can still definitely do it. They're around. People are running them to level new worlds. Advice to someone just starting Remix? Check out some of the add-ons that people like. This is Narcissus, and it's great because you can, if you're changing around your gems, you can kind of click things in and out to adjust your Tinker Gems, Prismatic Gems, Meta Gem, and Cogwheel Gem without needing to fiddle around with it on your gear. When you're first leveling and setting up your first character, there's a lot of gem management, and Narcissus helps a lot for it.
You now face the prize. Chaos is over. How about the game? I see many threes repeating. Return me to... Oh, calculations incorrect. Come, little ball. I'm sure Locke wasn't the only one with a strong voice. Go back. Come to me. Well fought, Awakener. We will.
Oh.
Again.
I got a Drakebinder's Spire, but it's not the right color. No. Wait! It is the right color. Why didn't the sound happen? Did the sound happen? I'm scrolling up. I did get it! I retract my whining. That is the one. Why? I didn't hear the sound. I was too busy listening to the bugs bicker. I heard the sound. I would like to officially withdraw my complaining. Excellent. We're done with Siege. If I need to leave the queue for the first Siege, or decline the queue if it comes up, because I don't need to do the first wing anymore.
It's not too late,
Excellent. So now I just need tier 14 raids plus oh no, I don't need Throne of Thunder anymore, do I? I only need tier 14 raid LFRs. That's awesome. Because Siege LFRs, it doesn't suck, but it's like a little more annoying than just doing toes or MSV. I'll probably stick myself into some like MSV queues. They go really fast. Heart of Fear goes pretty fast too, honestly. We're cleaning up. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more logs to go. 2 from LFR, 1 from Heroic Scenarios, and then 2 World Drops. It's 11:30. I think I should give Scenarios another crack after this.
Like true orcs should. You are an orc no longer, and speak for none but yourself. You betrayed our people to forge your fragile alliances, and I will take great pleasure in tearing
I don't technically have to stay for this, but I may as well. I don't like leaving unless I have like a super good reason to.
I will correct the mistake I made long ago. Spirits of the wind, the earth, the water, hear my call. Come to my...
Yeah, I don't know if we need strats. I think we'll be okay.
My dark shaman have twisted and tortured the elements for miles around. They cannot hear you now. Once again, you prove too weak and powerless to do anything. Never powerless. powerless, Garrosh, and never alone. So, you wish to face off against a real orc war chief. So be it.
Fight, 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 fight.
I, Garrosh, son of Grom, will show you what it means to be called Hellscream.
I don't have a pet. I don't have a pet. I keep forgetting to summon a pet. Sometimes they get lost.
Fear. They are weapons of war. The tools of a war
I ended
chief.
up on a game review site and there's an article about how we should trust game journalists.
Yes,
Extremely impartial.
I can see it now. I can see the future of this world. A world ruled by the Horde. My Horde.
I mean, it's like saying that you should trust food critics. There's nothing that says that that person's gonna have the same taste as you. It doesn't mean they're lying. It just means that maybe it's not like the complete picture. There's nothing wrong with reading a restaurant review, but it doesn't necessarily speak for your own experience with the product.
Your Horde will come to pass. I have seen it. It has shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood, and I will have my one. No, it cannot end like this.
Alrighty.
What I have seen.
Let's see. I'm gonna try Blood in the Snow. See what the pacing's like for it. Heroic Blood in the Snow. Specifically. See how long it takes me compared to Heroic Crypt of Forgotten Kings. I think it might be a little longer, but it's a good point that it's just a bit of variety. Get a little bit of a headache. Let's see if we can turn it off. Maybe one light. Seems like enough. Hard to get in normal raids. Yeah, they were definitely more active earlier. A few times when I was leveling alts and I couldn't get into a group, I listed one instead and just filled it up to 10 people, and that worked quite well. Hi Hazel and chat, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. There's not really any raid leading required. Most you might do is like fly out there and summon people, and that's with your scrolls of summoning, that's about it. Why am I in here? Oh, because I need transmog, that's right. I forgot that I was still in an LFR queue. For some reason I thought that I could not simultaneously be queued for scenarios in LFR, but I guess I can. I don't know why I thought that. We're looking for Fierce Speaker's War Staff, Virginia Orb of the Watercolor.
Phase 3 will consume you. The terrace must not fall.
No, the waters. I must.
Hi Hazel and chat, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Hidden Squid.
Fear.
I'm so pleased with how many of these have dropped today. We've been getting quite lucky. I no more throne, no more siege, no more normal scenarios. Oh, you leaving?
You do not belong here.
And servers or the raid group should be region wide. Servers shouldn't matter. You can join a cross realm normal raid.
I have been freed.
Alright. I'll get up. See, try again on timing the pre-life storm. This was too early. I'm sure GBM can put up a timer, but
What are you doing here?
Killax.
nope.
Did I? Was I? It was so cloudy.
Time of day? Yeah, that would definitely make a big difference.
I have to go now.
I can't believe it's Sunday already. My week's almost over. It's Friday night for Hazel.
I have to make the water not cloudy anymore. Will you help?
I did so many things last weekend that I feel like I'm due for just like a day to clean my apartment and just veg. Little Stardew Valley appointment. So many stuff for Heroic Dungeons. Especially because tomorrow's a holiday, so if I try to go out, it's going to be busy. Not a good day for a hike if you want to have empty trail. Any luck there? Nope. Not that time. Alright, Blood in the Snow. Let's go. Starting at like 11:40.
This is where my agents track the Zandalari.
Shimmer Ridge. I know it.
There you are. Here.
Get this guy off his fire. And then we hang a left. This one's kind of fun because it's more AoE. And you're not like waiting for stuff to spawn as much. You have to move more a little bit, but
Thank you.
there's like some nice pre-grouped packs for you to try and smoke through. And then we zoom up here, cross the bridge for the Elemental Spirit. What holiday is tomorrow? Canada Day. It's like the 4th of July for Canadians. Yeah, it's probably longer than Crypt. I think we're almost done though. We do the Elemental and we do Heckama and then it's over. It's brighter outside.
The King's champions have done it. The storm has ended. Forward, Dark Irons! To battle we march!
You may have stopped the storm, but you cannot stop the will of Zandala.
Target change. Interrupt. Target change.
Will be more Zandala.
Nope. We're looking for a Yongle War Spear from that.
Well,
a bit earlier than you, got done now, not much of a difference. Yeah, I might queue up for both of them. I think variety. There's something to be said for variety. Plus your queue might pop a tiny bit faster if you're in queue for both. How much bronze am I sitting on? 113k. Pretty mean of the Zandalari do not invite the Frostbane to the party. Easy Scrapped is the name of the scrapping add-on. Some players were trying to say Moira's accent wasn't a real Scottish accent, only to be embarrassed when they learned that the voice actress is Scottish. Yeah. I hadn't heard that. I feel like some of the races are like very clearly inspired by certain regional accents, but they would never want to like come out and head on say this is from this place because then you open yourself up to all kinds of Oh, wait, no! I didn't want to be here! I should have said no! I should have said no! I don't need to be in here at all. I could leave, but... I might, actually. It's got spoils. I would get Deserter, I think, if I left. I forgot I was still in queue for one of these. This is Remix. This is Mists of Pandaria Remix. It's a new kind of game mode that they gave us to kill time before the War Within. 1 Snail Toy, 2 Garrosh Weapon Mogs, and I'm done with Remix. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could just blast through it. That'll be fine. I'll think of it as a... There is one other 476, so it's not like they couldn't do it without me, but... More doesn't hurt. Early dwarves portrayed by American voice actors doing the accent. Same with the early Guildmates. I remember one of my favorite Total Biscuit videos was him playing through the Worgen starting area, just absolutely roasting the Guildmate voice acting.
Will never fail the war scene.
I miss him.
To die for the lordship is an
Watching the Cataclysm era YouTube videos from the whole co-optional podcast squad made me want to be a YouTuber. They made it look really fun.
You're still alive. Good. But there's chaos in the city streets.
Do they let you just go straight to Thok? I know we have to do Thok and Melkorok, or Thok and Spoils.
Our lines are holding, but Vol'jin's rebels are taking a beating.
The Kor'kron are making a push for this compound. They're not giving up.
We'll post up here with some troops, scout on ahead, and see if you...
Deploy the gear! Establish a perimeter!
I can't believe I did this twice. This is the second LFR wing that I've done that's been completely unnecessary because I took a Q just by reflex.
Just about secured the surface. It looks like the real fight's going to
So
be
silly.
down here. Don't worry, we've got your back. Forge ahead, brave heroes!
I could probably get away with fear of that one. I'll be at this one. I could probably get away with leaving now that we've killed a boss and not get Deserter, but I just really love LFR.
Checking out the data. Hold on a second, will you? No.
Here, I'll check out everybody's transplants.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Activating
I love the Summer Dwarf.
Armageddon class defense systems. Hey, does anybody know if we're zoned for this?
Enrage. Help soak. Watch your feet. Enrage.
Initiating system reset. Module 1's all prepared for system reset.
Help soak.
I watched the voice actor for Jaina play D&D in Critical Role, and she sounds nothing like Jaina in that. Throws me off every time I hear Jaina in game. People one-shotting things in Heroic Dungeons? Yeah. It's not unusual to get a group that's being carried either by like a level 20 priest that is on a starter account that somebody's like multi-boxing, or somebody just bringing like a friend or a character that's like 476 that can just basically run through, sprint, do like 2-3 minute Heroic Dungeon clears. It's great if you can tag along.
Hey, system reset requires 2 modules to complete.
Oh, I'm behind. My side's not fast enough. Not opening enough boxes.
System resetting. Don't turn the power off, or the whole
Shocked at how easy this Mythic Siege is. Nice. It's always good. It's tons of bones for finishing it. Great if you're trying to farm tusks or heirlooms. I have so many yaks. I know we've carried lots of big heavy things in our bags in WoW, but 69 yaks. 69 rampaging yaks just in my pockets. And for the title mostly? Mm-hmm. Mythic gets to clip all 10 of Garrosh's toenails. Pocket yak. Oh no, the scaling. I'm 65 now, just like real life. I'm too weak to do anything. You're in the worst part of it. 65 through fresh 70 is the grossest part of all of Remix. You will... there's nowhere for you to go but up. Just stick with it, I promise it gets better. Yeah, I think if you're doing like a heroic siege, definitely be conservative opening boxes. On LFR, you could probably just send them. Oh. I didn't, oh, I don't have Lust on me. I don't have my Lust put out. I can drums. LFR raids are worth it to queue if you want transmogs that drop from them. There are transmogs that exclusively drop weapon transmogs in LFR. So that's why I've been running it. If you're not after the weapon transmogs, then no. You'll get better bronze, better bonus experience, better everything else from later stuff. Some people will do LFR instead of normal raids so that they don't need to like apply for groups and whatnot, but you don't get nearly as much bonus XP to your cloak. Item level to get into heroics. I started doing heroic raids at around 400. You can get in earlier than that, depending if you can get anybody to invite you, but 400 is a decent baseline to aim for heroic raids. That's what I did. Second pull and Razageth LFR. Nice. I didn't contact the first Mountaineers. Gotta talk to them. Hello. I appear to have lost my friends. Oh, we appear to have pulled a big pack.
Oh, that was a close one, thank you. There's only a few of us left. The ones they don't eat, they butcher at some big altar. It's just northwest.
Alright, who is keeping these things healed?
Some.
Or at like full health? Storm Frenzy. Immune to damage. What's happened then? Frenzied by heck and those words in the storm. We weren't supposed to pull those! They pulled everybody. I've done that before. I'm just gonna keep going and do the rest of the thing. Maybe something will make the storm stop. If they come after me again, I can feign death.
Kill them monsters! Yeah.
Or I can just run away from them and they'll chase me like bees. It means that I don't get my my speed, but they're not gonna be able to kill me, I don't think. I have 7 mil health. Warcraft 3 looks great! Wait, I didn't loot him. I didn't realize they became immune to for some reason. I didn't know that. Classes do you think will help to collect all the transmog and remix? Warrior would do quite well. Because you can get shields, one-handers, two-handers. For the vendors, it doesn't matter. You can play any class and you can buy everything off the vendors.
Watch your step.
It's just a question of which ones will get which weapon drops.
The storm has ended.
No. Okay.
Forward, Dark Irons! To battle we march!
You may have stopped the storm, but you cannot stop the will of Zandalar. You will die here, all of you. Trolls of the world will unite against you.
Target change.
Will be more. Zandalar
No luck.
will never fall.
Got the toughest little grub. Harold's a trooper. Harold's for sure a trooper. Okay, so we finished all of our queues. I'm gonna do one more crypt to try and get that war spear, and then I'll be done for the week. But I've been quite happy farming on Hunter. I cleaned out the vendors. I was able to get staves, polearms, bows, crossbows, and guns. Not a bad batch. All the mounts. I'd say all the pets, but there's like 2 pets. There's really not very many pets in Remix. Yeah, I have all the toys. I had to buy 2 expensive ones off the vendor that I didn't have previously. Man, just 5 weapons left to go. It's crazy that I could get lucky and just do like 1 Terrace of Endless Spring and get them both. Or I could run the thing like 10 times back to back and get nothing. You just gotta get lucky. Should be into this any minute. Doing great. Thank you. What does my other things say? Just in general. 61.12% of all the things for account mode. So in all classes, all armor types, all weapon types, I have 61% of the things in WoW. I think my best class percentage is still probably Priest. But, if I collect another 928 things, I'll get to 62. There's just so many things in this game. I don't know what all the things for Remix. Expansion features. Because I'm missing a bunch of weapon mods for other... Hang on, wouldn't it be like... World Event Remix? 91% for Remix. Because there's still a variety... Because of weapons specifically. I don't know. 61 doesn't sound that good to me. It's like only barely over half. Also, ow, I am not doing a good job here. I think I've been walking on traps. Also, you get a damage done or taken buff. Hi, Hazel. Hello. How you doing? Remix is counted as a world event under all the things. If you do all the things and then you go into the world events drop down, there's Remix. I don't know if it shows when you're not in Remix. It may or it may not. That's account mode. If I go hunter mode, my Remix will say... Hang on. Account mode. Disable takes a second. 84... 84? What do you mean 84? I'm only missing 5 weapons. Come on. Oh, I wonder, you know what? There's probably a lot of weapons hunters can equip, but they won't drop for me. So Trove Tally's not counting them. Because hunters can equip almost everything. So, like, there's a bunch of weapons that, you know, like, might drop for, like, a rogue in a raid that he could give me. Oh, it's annoying. Oh, well. Alright. Let's loot these things. We're looking for a Yongle War Spear. Not that time. Maybe next week. Follow your YouTube channel since Legion wanted to pop into your stream and say hi. Hello! What's up, Ragbro Gaming? I appreciate the patronage. Oh, you caught me right at the end of our stream time slot. We are done for the whole week. I come back on Wednesdays. I stream Wednesday through Sundays, 9 a.m. to approximately noon Pacific time. Should be full streams next week. We're done with raid testing, or I'm done with raid testing. I'm not doing mythic raid testing, so I am all here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your company. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.